Hello, my name is Mo, and in this video, and actually the last video of DataPrep series, I'm going to show you how you can create a custom operation node. In the last video, we talked about fetchers, and we made some fetchers. In this video, we're going to make some operations, at least one for operation and the other one for custom editing operations. So operations, right click, one blueprint class, again, DataPrep. This one, this time we do not need DataPrep fetcher. So the bool fetcher or string fetcher we do not need. We need DataPrep operation. So DataPrep operation, and for example, let's change visibility. Of an actor. I'm going to open it. And in fetchers, we had fetch as the main override method, and here we have on execution. So on execution, we have context. This is the context that we are getting in the main DataPrep asset file. So we need to break it, and it is an array, so we need to do for loop on them. So this is going to be the content. Let's just open and import our model into DataPrep. You can also delete these. So if I mention, if I just and then get one operator, for example, merge, this the context. I'm going to filtering the context in here with these fetcher nodes. So if I say smat4, same preview. Now this is my context. My context only has one static mesh actor. But if I say just for, okay, delete the for, now my context has many static mesh actors. And that's why we have an array. So now we want to change visibility and status of a static mesh actor. So which means it is in rendering this visible. I'm going to cast to static mesh actor, and that's the execution pane. And as a static mesh actor, I need to set visible set actor hidden in game, but I need not to use a context sensitive, turn it off. So it's going to be set visible or set visibility or something like that. Visibility, another perfect feature. Rendering set visibility. So, and I need to just say add it to it here, and we are going to get automatic conversion. Execution pane and visibility. So I'm going to promote it to a variable. Visibility of status. Visibility status. Make it public so I can change it in the other asset file. And now propagate to children. If it has children, it can change it. I do not want to use it. And then, okay. Now we need to just say, at least give it a name, get a display operation name. Change visibility and give it a category if you want. And get a category. I'm going to change it rendering as a category. The rest just optional. Also, category is also optional. So I'm going to get back to here, and rendering is user defined. But if you close this, and if you get back and if you just open it again, now it is rendering. So sometimes you need to close and reopen the asset file, the visual DataPrep asset file to see the exact complete changes. I'm going to import it. Import the same model again. So now change visibility of something, I need to actor and change visibility. So now, for example, if I just grab s match 0 and then say preview, I'm going to get that. This is visible. I'm going to change the visibility to none, to off, and then I'm going to say execute. Now it is not visible anymore. So that means it worked. And we had also one is visible class. Now I'm going to grab it here, turn off the visibility. Okay, now I'm going to preview whatever is not visible, and I'm going to get exactly our recently changed static mesh actor, which is not visible anymore, and we're able to get this with our previously defined custom feature that we have wrote as a for the condition part, for the condition category. So let's just get back, delete them, and then get back. That was the operation. Now we're going to just go for editing operations. And DataPrep, there is operations, and you can do anything. Anything that is possible in Unreal, you can do it as an operation. There is one more data type, which is called editing operations. Editing operations is reserved for adding or removing assets and actors. So DataPrep operation. Let's just say editing. Let's just say editing test or something. I do not want to do any specific thing. So I'm going to open it. And then we have exact the same overrides on execution. And on execution, I need to do the exact same thing, break it, do for each loop, connect execution pin. Then I need to, first, let's see what we have. I'm going to type DataPrep, and I have these operations I can do. Editing operations, so add assets, create actor, create assets, delete object, deletes objects, remove object, and remove object. So, for example, if you want to add or create an actor, let's just try it. And then for actor creation is just give it actor. The target is going to be self, of course. Execution pin. What type of actor, what type of class would you like to create? I'm going to create just cost to actor class, and yeah, and then the element is going to be here. So I'm going to create actor class, and I'm going to give it a name. Let's just give it a name, and then give it a name, for example, actor name, public variable, and then compile it. We cannot compile something because execution pin needs to come to here, and we cannot do it. Okay, now compile it again. Okay, let's try it if we can create an actor. Is going to be DataPrep as a user defined again, because there is no category for it. DataPrep operation editing test, because I didn't mention any name for it. So first I want to just create one, so I'm going to execute it one. How? By selecting one actor in the game. This doesn't do anything to this one because it's going to create actor, but it's going to be sure that I'm executing just only one time. And I'm going to say that test actor. Then I'm going to say execute. Let's see whether it's worked or not. We have created static mesh actor 50. First of all, the name is not correct. Second of all, we have created a static mesh actor instead of actor. Let's just see our code, created the static mesh actor. First of all, let's create the name. So if you create actor, and if we I'm not sure that why it's just not applying the name to it, so I'm going to just say set actor label, and I'm going to grab label and then put it to here. So let's just say whether at least in this case we were successful. We put in here. So now I'm going to say execute again. Test actor, at least it's correct, test actor, but cast actor class is, we just say, but what if I just create actor channel, actor component, and I say just actor, and so I do not need the element or the context in this case. It depends, however, if I want to just create one time, I need just actor. So I'm going to just say edit execution thing and come to here and say execute. Okay, now we have one actor. That's very interesting. I think the problem is because if I'm getting the element and cast it to actor and then just give it to that one, because the actor that I have is in a static mesh, let's see what's going to happen, is going to create a static mesh. But if I'm going to say S, an exact match, for example, for S, I'm going to grab an actor and say now execute. Now as an input, I'm getting, now as an input, I'm getting an actor, and I'm going to create, and I'm going to cast it to actor, and it's going to also create an actor. So it depends what you're getting from the context in this case. And also the renaming, this one does not work, but this one worked. So that is the actor editing operations, but you can do many more things. For example, as I mentioned, DataPrep, come to the top, you have add assets instead of creating assets. For example, if you just say create an asset, and let's say we want to have a static mesh, I'm going to say that static mesh, yes, if I can, a static mesh. And I'm saying that I do not, for example, come to here, and do you have a name? I'm going to just use the actor name, but this is actor name. I'm not sure that it's going to work. Let's just give it a name in this case. Maybe this node can rename it. And I'm going to create just only one in here. Yeah, I'm going to test actor. Absolutely, that was false because I have created so many test actors. So if in case I wanted to have it, I'm going to say object name contains, for example, s mat 30. I'm going to grab it. So now I'm going to execute it again. Now I have created one test actor. Oh, that's absolutely correct. And that's very interesting. There is no space between test and actor, even though I have space between test and actor. It replaces it with underline, and it is an static mesh type. The same way you can create materials, new materials, and new material instances. Yep, that one worked. So that was editing operations. Let's wrap up this video with instancing. So if I first of all, for example, I have these editing operations, and then And then I'm going to say that I'm going to right click on this variable and then say link to parameter and then say that yes, and then test actor is going to come to here, is going to be test actor, parameterization is come to here, and I'm going to save it and then get back to here. This is the main data, a visual DataPrep asset file. I'm going to right click, create instance, and I'm going to be I'm going to keep this keep the name, default name, and open it. I have this parameterization here. I'm just losing the data group recipes, this DataPrep recipes, and I'm going to import it. Everything is the same. In instance of a visual DataPrep asset file, you do not have access to the graph. So I want to create an actor, so I'm going to just say execute. I have the actor, test actor, based on this name. If I say test actor 2 and execute it, I'm going to get test actor 2 here in my asset files. So that was the instance. So the other things that I wanted to show you was a example from, I'm going to Epic for the visual DataPrep asset file. I'm going to first make an operation. Is a normal operations, so it's going to be DataPrep operation and DataPrep operation Epic example. Paste it in here. Okay. Now I need to create them. Create some variables that are inside of this nodes graph. So the actors min and max, I would like to expose them. It's just the main node is set word location. It's going to change the word location of each actor and is going to make a grid base out of them between min and max. It's going to distribute them between min and max positions. So I'm going to go to DataPrep and then I'm going to, if I have any, Epic operations. When you do not give it any name, it's going to pick the name of the file, blueprint file. So I'm going to the max. I'm going to just go for 100. Y, I'm going to go for 100, and Z, I'm not giving it any. So then I'm going to execute it. Then if I look at it, I have all of my object in a grid. In a horizontal grid, I have them. And the distance between them is always the same. Distance between each pivot point is always the same. So if you want more in a distance, you need to give it more max value, or the difference between min and max would be more than that. And that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this series. And in case there is anything that I forgot to say, just please remind me in comments. And if you have any suggestions or something that I could have done, just let me know. Have a nice day.